We need to start with a little bit of history. IBM first became an SAP client in 1993. So you can imagine that in 30 years, we have implemented multiple generations of SAP software components. Although we have incrementally consolidated SAP instances over the years, that journey is still underway and our environment is still complex. We have today over 500 instances of SAP between production and non-production. 1,000 servers, 600 terabytes of memory and storage. Our main SAP system, which is called iERP for IBM ERP, was first implemented 12 years ago and today is used by 150,000 IBM employees worldwide, of which 30,000 are heavy core users. We started working on the current digital transformation program, which includes the migration of IRP to S4HANA about 1 year ago. And we're using a hybrid migration approach, also known as Bluefield. But it will take time to move from the current complexity of the landscape to where we want to go. As many other companies, IBM customized ECC to retain business-critical features that were not supported by standard SAP code. Many of those are for customer contracts, billing, and invoicing. We do have a high number of interfaces because SAP is not deployed yet to the entire globe for all business units of IBM, and also because it doesn't cover all processes in the enterprise. And we also develop workflows and automations, mostly in the form of RPAs, for increasing user productivity. And those were additional non-standard features. And last but not least, some customizations are the result of early industry solutions by SAP that IBM implemented back in the days. For example, an industry solution for software industry, which are no longer available today. But the business still needs that functionality. Therefore, it needed to be replicated as custom. All in all, in IRP, we have over 30,000 custom objects and 5 million lines of code today. What led us to smartShift is basically two things, timing and risk mitigation. We wanted to accomplish a migration to S4HANA by 2024, and that gave us about 18 months timeline to work with a global big bang. Let's not forget that. We have 175 plus countries today live in the IRP system in ECC. So the code needed to work without issues on day one, obviously. And as IBM, we do have an internal SAP expert group that is specialized in code remediation, and we have that in our India delivery centers. However, that team had a backlog of client work at the time when we were launching the migration to S4. And that was due to the high demand for SAP S4HANA upgrades in the market. So we could not really wait or take the risk of a slower delivery. And in the end, as IBMers, we often like to think that we can do it all. But we also have the humility to acknowledge that there are situations when a partner is better equipped to provide a specific expertise and required talent. And this was certainly one of those cases with smartShift. So smartShift was considered because of their leadership and credibility in the market for automation of the code remediation in SAP upgrades. As IBM Consulting, we already had worked with smartShift on other SAP migrations with commercial clients. So we had that experience and it was positive. And we knew that they would deliver. So we assessed the options together with our CIO organization and decided to engage smartShift, a move that we really did not regret. Um, it was based on knowledge of the capability that smartShift had and comparing with other options, and it was a pretty quick decision. We're still halfway through our migration project right now, but we have already seen major value and outcomes that we were able to achieve because of the engagement of smartShift. First of all, a major timeline accelerations. smartShift remediated the code in our sandbox and development environments in 5 months. We know it would have taken much longer to do it internally. Second, the high quality of the remediated code. smartShift software is a rule-based engine, and they refine the engine as they learn from clients. They did learn new things during the IRP remediation, which were unique to IBM and took several weeks to resolve, but now they're incorporated in the solution. And third, a cost-effective outcome. We know it would have taken IBM 2 to 3 times longer to remediate the code internally and several times the cost. And last but not least, it has been a very positive experience working together with a highly professional and responsive team from smartShift. In addition of the quality of your software products, you also brought high quality resources and a great partnership, which made this a very enjoyable experience in addition to the value that IBM has got. Digital transformation programs are hard. Partners like smartShift make it easier and a much more pleasant experience.
The Sandbox Video Podcast was brought to you by smartShift, the global leader in intelligent automation for SAP transformations.